Hey guys, it's Jsnow discussing more Warlords of Draenor news, and this time we're going into items squish. The items, the new stats in the squish. So, finally we're having an item squish because if you're not playing WoW right now, people are hitting like 300k crits and 500k crits and million shield slams and all this other crazy nonsense. So finally Blizzard's having an item squish, which will make the stats a little bit more reasonable. So this chart right here that was shown at BlizzCon shows what the difference is. So you're going from about 500k health to 30k health, from 20k intellect to 1100 intellect, from 46k fireball to about 2200 fireball, which is good because the stats were really getting out of hand. But we're also losing some stats. So what stats are we losing? Hit is gone. So I'm guessing we're just going to be able to hit everything, but I'm not sure yet. So hit is gone. Expertise is gone. I'm actually glad expertise is gone because it was one of those stats that was like, I felt, why do we really need expertise? Like it was just a weird stat. So glad that's gone. Dodge is gone. So that's a little bit interesting. Dodge is gone and parry is gone. So tanks are actually going to get something else to compensate for those changes. So now here's the new stats Blizzard's introducing. So Avoidance. So this is going to be absorb % of AoE damage. So this is a kind of a weird stat. I mean, I'm not sure how it's going to work or if it's really even beneficial. And also, this is all subject to change. It's because, of course, beta is not coming out until, I'm just going to take a guess in May or June. So May or June, I'm guessing for the beta, but, I mean, not beta, but for release. But what do you call it? The avoidance stat is just really weird, so absorbs AoE damage. So, I mean, I guess that's good in the sense that mages won't be able to destroy us with AoEs. I mean, I'm not sure if it's really a stat that's needed, but we'll have to see how it works. And does that mean we're going to be getting more AoE damage done to us during the course of the expansion? Next is Cleave. Now, this can be broken. So, Cleave increases AoE damage. What do you call it? So, I'm not sure how this works. So, I guess it works with all attacks. Will all attacks have a Cleave damage to it? So, let's say you're a warrior and you're doing Heroic Strike, which hits a single target. If you have, Cleave on your weapon, does that mean you'll do some heroic damage to the other target? And how much? Because this can be abused in PvP. I especially think of like a warrior with tons of cleave damage. I keep calling it aid damage. Tons of cleave damage, and then just unleashing a blade storm, and then you just see like a bunch of dead gnome bodies, all bloody, just smacking the pavement all over the place. I mean, it could be pretty broken. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but a pretty interesting stat indeed. Very interesting. So our next stat is Lifesteal. So Lifesteal is % of damage converted to health. So we're probably going to see this on, of course, a lot of Warlock abilities. It seems like I don't really understand, I guess, the point of the stat, because it seems like the abilities themselves, like Warlock, Drain Life, already tells you like, oh, you're going to absorb around this much life off the target. So do we need a stat to boost that? I'm not exactly really sure. So that's pretty interesting. Not to mention they're showing this trinket right here is, has 77 dodge and 77 lifesteal. I mean, actually, we're not even supposed to have dodge, so maybe that's an error, but that's just a really weird combination, and I'm not sure how that's going to work. Next stat is speed. So it will stack. So this means you're going to have, boots that give you speed. So that's a new stat, and it will stack. Now, how far is it going to stack? I don't think it's going to stack ridiculously, but you're probably going to be able to stack it. I'm going to take a guess around maybe 75% extra movement speed will actually stack. Because I'm wondering, let's say you just collect a bunch of gear that has speed on it. Are you going to be running, 100 miles per hour through BGs and destroying everything? I mean, that's probably not going to happen, but it just seems pretty interesting, and that may happen. Now this leads us to our next one, which is Sturdiness. So Sturdiness, they said somewhere that it's going to be a rare stat where the item won't break. So that means this item will not break, and you don't have to pay repair bills. So it's pretty, I guess it's pretty cool because it saves you repair bills. Is it a really needed stat? I don't know. I can't really argue that. It's like, okay, that's kind of cool. We have gear that doesn't break. Maybe we should make all gear don't break. Maybe Blizzard. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. But anyway, that's just an extra stat. So what do you guys think of the new, stats? Let me know in the comments if these are good. Do you hate them? Do you love them? And there's also a video, I'll put it in the description below. It might get removed soon, but somebody uploaded actual Warlords of Draenor gameplay of the first zone, and you can actually see the stat changes in action and the gear, how the stats go down tremendously. Like axes going from 500, 700 stamina boost to like 95. So I'll put that video in the description below for you guys to check out. So thanks for watching as always. Subscribe for more WoW stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.